Oh, we're on. Hello, hello. Kathy, thank you for the welcome back. Ruth Ann, hello. Ellen, Kathy, oh my gosh, it's so good to be back. Hello, Rose. Hi, Chris. Hello, Joanne and Taffy and Jean. And oh my goodness, so many of you are back on here today. Carol and Karen, thank you for the welcome back. Hi, Jean, Barbara. Um, so I'm trying to say hi to you guys all first before, but yeah, we're back from the cruise. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, I am a little tired, which I think all of us are.
The tired
look
here,
who's
like
wait, hold on. They can't hear you. Oh, here we go.
we weren't tired until the plane ride.
I was not tired until that day, and then I hit the wall. So
Yeah,
the day we got off the ship.
Wow, because we were at the airport. You
I
went to
snuck
a
out.
hotel.
I
Yeah,
did.
you were. Well, I mean, we wanted to get home really bad, which I feel so bad because everybody had such a good time.
I know.
Loved Tiffany. They loved your class.
Thank you.
It went. Oh my
It was
gosh!
fun.
Did you show them the project?
Not yet.
Okay, you will. Well, here,
yeah.
let's pull it out now.
She's taking over, guys.
Yeah. But
So, you guys have
Tiffany's
seen this
class, they loved it. They loved it. Big, right?
I think so. That's what most people told me, at least. So unless you guys were teasing me, but we did this organizer. It was a new thing for a lot of people to do a zipper pocket. I know some people were nervous.
Yeah, they were.
But you all got it done. Anyone who's on there, you can attest to it. Like, we got it done. It took us a little time, but
will you teach this on here?
Yes, we're going to.
Okay, good. Okay.
So I might as well. I'm going to talk about it now because we've got you here. So so what we're going to do is, some of you bought kits ahead of time. We're going to sell those kits again this week, just so that if you want to do it, they are pre-done already, so they'll go really fast putting them together. But next week, what we're going to do, these 3 pockets are done the same to get them started. So I'm going to show you how to get those started. And then we're going to do the zipper pocket next week as well, which the way we do it makes
look at Linda's on.
Hello,
and Joyce is on. Yeah. Somebody just put,
oh my gosh.
You need time to recover from a vacation.
It's funny. I texted this morning and I was like, all right, I don't have anything planned. Thinking maybe I'll just stay home. But no, here I am. Within an hour. So I don't know about your family when you got home, because you had them with you on the second cruise. Yeah. So mine, within an hour, it was like, I have a stain, my husband, I have a stain in this shirt and these pants. My boys, I need laundry done. I need to go to the bank. I want my hair cut. I'm like, I haven't even been home a full hour.
Did they appreciate you more, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah,
because she was gone 2 weeks. And they rely on her totally, right?
They are catered to. I am one of those moms that they maybe needed. They said they had done laundry when I was gone, though. So I was talking to them. Both boys said, oh, I did a load of laundry. I got home. I don't know what laundry they did, because
I had 5 things in it.
I'm pretty sure what I left in the dryer when I left, because I finished a load and I said, hey, guys, there's a load in the dryer for you. All you have to do is just pull it out and fold it in about an hour. Those were still in there.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how they did laundry when I was gone. So,
yes.
But,
all right. But we did. We had such a good time.
Yes,
everybody, Tiffany's class, right? Everybody was so awesome.
So sweet.
It was. But look at this project.
So this is a lot of people who said, I'm not a sewer. Everybody got it done.
And they said the way you taught it made it easy. That's what everybody said.
All right. So I'll prove it to everybody next week. And so, hi, Karen. All right. Glad to be back. So, Carolyn, you'll be getting it. So again, we wanted to wait till we got back from the cruise. And I'll show them to you today.
All right. Okay. I'll let you keep going.
Okay. Right. Thanks, Gloria, for stopping in, and your compliments. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
you're wonderful.
Oh, thank you. She's still saying I'm wonderful, guys. Yeah. We got to make sure this show gets recorded for a very long time. I'm just going to, All right. So thank you, Janet. So anyway, this was that project. I was going to talk. Oh, John's in here now. Everybody is crashing the party today.
We're crashing the party.
I got John.
We're crashing the party. Right. We're all back. We had such
a
fun
time. Just remember, wait, I have to tell him this, because what happens on cruise stays on cruise. It does not get aired.
On a cruise.
So some of you might have seen us floating around and we were having a good time, but.
Yep. What happens on the cruise stays on the cruise. But it was so nice seeing everybody. So it was an amazing time getting to talk with you all and see you all. So
yes, that is, I think, my biggest takeaway from the cruise was you guys. I had never gone on like a sewing excursion or, like a pre-planned like retreat or cruise. And everybody just worked together so well. Like I know my project was a little bit more challenging. And so everyone sort of helped. Dean, no secrets. We're not sharing.
No secrets.
But the community, you guys are just incredible, amazing. And it was so wonderful to get to be a part of that. And so I know I loved it. And John and I really didn't get into that much mischief. We were just teasing. So I might as well just tell you what happened.
We behaved ourselves.
We did. But when Joni was on with me the first week, because John was only there the second, Joni was there the first one. I saw Judith on there. She and I jokingly said we were going to have a drink in every bar on the ship. So Joni and I did not make it during the first week. And so John helped me reach my goals. So that's all.
Well,
that's all. We had a good time. It was fun.
It was amazing. So, and first time on a cruise ship, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. So if anybody goes on the Royal Caribbean, my favorite drink from there was called Pretty in Pink. And it was in the bar that had like a big globe and atlas. I'm not sure what it was called, but that was my favorite. It was really tasty. So
yeah, they were all good. So
can't really complain about any of them. So.
I didn't think there was any complaints. And we did a lot of fun stuff. We went to that batik factory.
Yes, we're going to talk about it. So yeah, we're going to talk about the batiks. And we did one day at the last second. The night before, I was like, hey, I wonder if there's any fabric stores. And I'm just sitting there in a group. We were playing a game in the piano bar. And I'm like, hey, there's a fabric store. Anybody interested in tagging along? We can go check it out. Well, we ended up with a whole like minivan full of people. So there were like 10 of us that went and did a little more fabric shopping in St. Thomas. So that was cute. Sort of just an impromptu excursion on our part. So.
Group leader. So
yeah.
Next time there's a cruise, she's cruise leader. So
I'm like the Julie. I don't really make anything serious happen. I just am like, okay, this way, let's go hang out and have some fun. So that was me.
Yep.
But well, I do want to mention, because we have Johnny in here, that he and I are working on a future Bag Lady Club. I think I was telling Kate before, I think it's probably going to come out May 1st. And the reason for that is, one, we have to sort of recover from the cruise, but then spring break is coming for my kiddos. So but I did the initial sample, which I almost brought in today, but I think I'll wait next week, bring it in. Because when I develop a pattern, I usually go through at least 5 variations before I get to a final. The first one is ridiculous. It is, it looks like, I was telling Kate, kind of like a spider, to give you a little hint without really telling you much. So the fact that it looks like a spider should scare you a little bit. But I promise this bag is insane. It's going to be so good. And then we're looking at a pattern company that John really likes.
Yes. And I did give them a little hint a few weeks ago. Oh. So I might be in trouble here, guys. Tiffany's looking at me. So
he lets out my secrets. This is not good.
So yes, but amazing. So once again, it was great seeing everybody. So
yes, it was.
I'm gonna let Tiffany do her show.
Yeah,
so
we're all I got Gloria in here. I got John in here. No, it's good.
Next. So.
Okay, bring him on. We'll have everybody in here. So anyway, let's see. I'm not sure what Shirley's asking me there. Something about Goofy. But all right. So Johnny mentioned that we did get to go to a batik shop. So it was one of the excursions we planned ahead of time. Really fun. We did a little bit of like an intro in how batiks are made. So we are talking a little bit about possibly showing that, and a couple other ideas of how you can take a basic cotton or a rayon or something and turn it into basically a work of art. I didn't get a lot while I was there, partially because I have very limited suitcase space because of teaching. Normally when I travel, I take an extra very large duffel that I pack in my suitcase so that I can bring back souvenirs. I just didn't have that kind of space. But I did get this beautiful piece here, and it was just fun watching her making some of the fabrics and then to get a piece. And I just loved the colors of this. They had a bag made out of it that I thought was great. Yes, Chris, he does, doesn't he? So the other thing I got, many of you have seen the charming duffel, which I don't know where I put it. Oh, I put it right behind me. So many of you have seen the charming duffel that we did with the cruise fabric. And while I was there, they had this stack of batiks, and it's just gorgeous. So you get all these different ones, and I had thought, oh, it's kind of expensive. I didn't realize how many charms there were. The fabric is it's thin. It's beautiful. You can see it, like the color goes through to both sides. And but in my room, I ended up kind of counting a stack of them, and there's about 300 squares in here. So I'm like, I could make like, I don't know how many duffels, like 8.5 of them or something. So thanks, Ruth Ann. Oh, lots of people with the love in it. Hi, Peggy Ann. So anyway, it was just sort of fun to get this on the island. So this was St. Kitts. I'm trying to find one of the fabrics. Oh, this isn't a very good one. Maybe I have a better piece of, oh, here. So this one, it shows the monkeys. So when we got there, oh, I should have kept the picture out. I could have shown you. But we get off the boat at this port, and there's these guys out there with all these little monkeys, and you go over and they put the monkeys on you. And so I had one, his name was Chewy. He was super adorable. He was on my shoulder, and then he ended up climbing up on my head. And so I have some pictures of that, which is a little silly. But I think the reason his name is Chewy is he likes to nibble. So I got bit a couple times, but no teeth, so it's fine. Gloria has some pictures too. I think she had 2 or 3 of them on her at one point. And so, but anyway, just really a fun outing to see that and explore. If you are interested in batiks and want to sort of play along with that, I did grab some of the batiks we have here in the shop, just because obviously I have to do the selling side of this as well. And so, yeah, I think someone just asked about the collection that is the Blue Escape. For those of you on the cruise, and I apologize, I do feel like I'm bouncing. And some of you were really funny on the cruise because you're like, all right, I struggle to follow you on your show, but now that I've been with you live, I get it. You get kind of distracted, but you always sort of float back and then move forward. So hopefully this will be easier. For Build-A-Bag been done. I'm not sure, Patricia. I know those ladies are on this afternoon at 3, so hopefully they can answer that question. Anyway, if you're interested in batiks, we have some Benertex ones, and they come in these just great colorways. So there's this all blues, and it's kind of has this turquoisey blue, although it's real soft. And then it gets a little bit darker and a little darker. Oh, I just ripped it a little bit, sorry. And it gets into the darker colors, and then a real dark navy with the swirls to it. So it's just really beautiful, beautiful colors. And then there's one that's in the purples, starting with the really light and going all the way to the dark. And it's got some bright colors mixed in as far as what they used in there. So it was just, like I said, it was neat to see them do it. I was surprised. One of the things they said they did, and they had big ones that had a drawing on it, and a big sailboat or people, and they actually draw with a pencil first, and then they go over it with wax. So for example, this one that I brought in, they would start off and they would draw the lightest color first, and they would do all those light ones. So they draw it with the pencil, and then they would go over it and paint over the pencil lines with wax, and then they would dye it whatever the color. So they probably, in this one, did it blue next, and then they painted with wax on top of that, leaving the wax on the white, and then they probably went back with a yellow to turn what didn't get covered in wax, that green color. So it was just really, really neat. So anyway, sorry, I keep going back and forth. So this is another collection of batiks. This one's got a little more rainbow effect. So it starts with kind of these beige tan colors, goes into the yellows and blues, kind of more of that, starting to get a little bit of the green, a little purple in there. And I know these aren't the best to see, but they're just really nice. This is a Benertex, and it's the Bali blends is what they're called. Here's one that's the bright pinks and the teals, more of the bright pinks, and then the darks with the oranges. And so just really, I thought they were kind of fun. Since we got to go to the boutique, I wanted to sort of show you. And then there is a charm here, and look at it, it is a full rainbow. And so it goes all the way to the black with the multicolors in it, and then the purples and the blues and the greens, the darks and the brights, and then up into the yellows, the oranges and the reds, little pink, and then the cream. So anyway, like I said, because I was going to talk about our trip and what we got to do, I wanted just to give you a little bit of that. So, all right, what's next? I got to think here. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to show you the project from the cruise, which I know you guys have seen before. And I apologize. I started losing my voice a little bit, just a couple, like the last day or two of the cruise. And so I didn't lose it completely, but I'm afraid the more I talk today, I might. So I showed you obviously the project when Gloria came in. So it's basically done in 4 sections. We do an open pocket on the bottom. We do elastic. We do divided pockets. And we do a zipper pocket. And so we're going to go through and we'll start this next week. Like I said, the kits are already cut. So we're going to get those packaged up today and tomorrow, and those will get sent out to you. We do have some from the cruise as well. So those ones actually have kind of a couple little extra things in there because, you know, that's how I roll. So if you happen to get lucky and get one of those, you'll get some bonus chocolate in there. So, but anyway, that's this one. And then so we have the kit for this. So we have this kit available. I think we have about 20 left is all. So if you're wanting to do this, go ahead and get those quickly so that you do get them. We do have another version from the alternate cruise fabric. And I'd shown this to you before, and I apologize. I have a sample at home and I forgot to bring it. But this is the fabric for the exterior of the project. Is this really pretty floral print. It's really beautiful. The colors are amazing. So it's got kind of these, kind of almost a mint, and then the bright greens, yellows, and the blues. Just really pretty. And then this one is the fabric for the interior to go on those pockets. So you can kind of see how the pockets have this little trim. So this is the fabric for that. So that is the option. And it comes with all the stuff you need. So it's going to come with your elastic. It's going to come with the quilted fabric. It's going to come with the vinyl and the zipper. So everything you need for making this bag will come in there. The only thing that the kits from the shop will not have that you're going to want, and I promise you, anyone who is on the cruise can jump in and say, here, I'm going to ask you the question first. I'm going to see if anybody says it. So in my class, if I sit and someone asked me, what do we do next? What was the answer 90% of the time? Anyone? Let's see if they get it. Anyone paying attention to me? Let's see. Sure, you changed my. Okay, Judith, you're not. I need a cruiser. Any of my cruisers on here? Oh, they're not answering for me. All right. Well, so the answer pretty much always was, if you weren't sure what the next step was tape. And so, oh, there we go. We got my tape-its. All right. Thank you. Oh, we got a few more. Exactly. Everyone knows that this tape is amazing. This is the reason that these lines are so straight. I didn't realize what a delay there was. So I should have waited a little longer before jumping in. So yes, tape, tape, tape. And it's a wonderful tool for us. It is a Biani product. The product takes about half of a roll of tape, and you get 2 in the package. So I promise once you've used it, especially for this project, you'll be like, I need this. I want to use this. And I know we've done it in some other things, but this project in particular, it really showcases how useful this is. So that's something you'll want. The other thing you'll want for this project that doesn't come in there is an air erase marker. And the air erase marker is critical because we want to mark things on here. But one of the things we use is elastic. And on here, you get to divide your pockets, and you have to decide how you want to do it. So like a big opening, about 2.5 inches, is thread. A little one could be for your USBs. I could show you the other version. This one I just did 2 inches. But this air erase marker allows you to mark and this to disappear. And the reason you want that is you cannot apply heat to your elastic or your vinyl. So once you get to that point, you want to be able to mark it so that you can get those nice straight lines, but you need it to disappear. And so, all right. So I think those were the 2 main things. I think we have another kind of pen, because this one, we only have what's left from the cruise. So I have 6 in total. So if you liked this pink Soline version, we might be able to order more. So if you get waitlisted, we'll try and get more, but this is all I have left at the moment. And our normal distributor didn't have it. So we'll have to sort of source it from another spot. We do have this other one. This is a thicker one. So this is a Clover brand, and it's the same thing. It's an air erase marker. So Carolyn, you've stockpiled it. That's wonderful. So if we run out and anyone needs it, check out Carolyn's supply. Another thing that's useful for this project, not necessary, but it is useful, is an anti-glue needle. So I have two different ones here. I have the 7511 and I have the 9014. I would actually, I brought both with me because I didn't know if you might want them for other projects. Because we go through a lot of thicknesses in this, I do recommend the 9014 for this one because it's just a little bit heavier duty needle to be able to get through everything. And so, I'm seeing if I'm missing anything. I don't know what Nancy ordered. So something about 4 weeks to get her thing. If you had ordered this and you've been waiting 4 weeks, there's a reason. All our cruisers we wanted them to have the opportunity to make it first before anything shipped out. So if you ordered it in the past, that's great. Yours is going to be shipped out this week for sure, because now we are back. So I just want to make sure, like I said, the cruisers got it first. So, all right. So those are the tools you'll want for this project. And so I'm going to roll that up and move it out of the way. Now, I think that's everything for those ones. For those of you, cruise and otherwise, who wanted to make the charming duffel. So this is the charming duffel, although it gets charm bag on there, but I keep asking Kate to change it. But I don't know if I actually say it out loud. I think it a lot. So, but anyway, this is the charming duffel. For those of you cruisers, and some of you had asked me, you said, hey, I want to do it, but I need my extra fabric. So the bag takes a half a yard of fabric for your straps and your binding for this. I used a different fabric just because I was at home and I wanted to get it done, and I only had a little bit of this one to do it. So it takes a half a yard for that and a full yard for the lining. So let me show you the lining. On mine, this was a fabric I had at home. It's just shells, but you'll need a yard for that lining, and like I said, a half a yard for the other. I do have some cruise fabric. So what I did is I went and I grabbed everything I could possibly find. Some were very limited on because we used it on the cruise or for the cruise projects, and some of it we have a little more of. And so I have some of them I only have one bolt, so there's only 15. Should I start with those? I guess I'll just start with what I have. Yeah. So this one I only have one bolt of. So you can see it's just really pretty. It has all these shells. They're basically tossed. It's a soft blue background, not turquoise, but it almost has that turquoise look to it. And so, Linda, I'm sorry to hear that. I will check on what's going on. I'm not sure what happened with your order. So, and it has the tans and creams in there. So just really pretty. And so that is the first one. Then we have the same pattern, but in the cream background. So then we have the cream one. So really pretty. I think this would either of these would make a great lining. And so that's that 1 yard. We are selling them in 1 yard increments, even though you only need a half for your strap and the other. We don't want to get too confused here. So, all right. And then the next one, this is the one I actually used for my straps on here. So you can see that's what I used for my straps. Move it up here. Was that fabric. So if you like that look, we've got that one. All right. Are there kits? Yes, Jackie, we do have some kits that are going to be coming up. I don't have any for the cruise fabric because we sent all the charms out to the people on the cruise and we can't get any more of the charm packs. And so I have a couple of alternatives here for you. And so I just want to show you the fabric real quick first. So if you have the charm pack and you are like, oh, I really want to make that duffel, this is your chance to do this to get your fabric. And so at least from us. So then this one, the rest of them that I have here, I have a lot of fabric. So this is the cream version of the blue that I used. It would also make a great lining. It's really pretty. It could also be for the straps, but so this one, like I said, we've got a bunch of it's that cream background with those blues. It's got a little bit of blue gray and the tans in there. And so then if you're like, I really want a blue, but I don't want the little dots, we've got the checkers. So they're like crosses. So you could certainly use this for, and we have a bunch of this. So this is going to give you that color that matches exactly with the charm pack. And so we have it in both that darker color and this softer blue color. So we have both of those. All right. All right, so I'm gonna move those to the side. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to go back and look at your comments. It looks like we missed a couple of the extra bonus pattern before. So, all right. Let's see. So for the other duffel, so these are the charming duffel. We actually, I don't think we're planning on continuing to do the 2 patterns in there. It's just supposed to be the 1. So, but I will go back. Those of you who had ordered it before, I will add that to it. But I think we just have the 1 pattern. It was just supposed to be a 1-day thing. I just don't think we changed the cover. But here is a batik one. Oh, starting to lose my voice. I'm going to take a quick sip. And so, and Marilyn, I see you on there, my dear. I'll get you taken care of. All right, so I'll check everybody's, not just Marilyn, but I see it. So on this one, we have this beautiful set of batiks. It has kind of like richer colors. We've got the blues and navies. It goes into these really pretty purples. And then we go up here and we get like the tans and browns. You can see the brown and the blue in there, just really nice colors together. And then it goes into a little bit softer shades of that, a little bit of the greens and blues, and then up into the creams. And so this one, from what we had, I thought this would be really cool as our straps for the bag. And then I picked this as the lining. I just thought it had a lot of fun movement. It's a little bit lighter color so that you could see, but not get the inside of your bag dirty. Because I know for me, the inside of my bags, I throw everything in there and it gets kind of dirty. So that is that set, and that one is called Plum Bouquet. And then the next one I have in here, I thought this was really cool. So this just came in while we were gone. And so this is called Stars of Valor. So I thought this would be such a great one for like Memorial Day or 4th of July, even just summery time, because it's all red, white, and blue. And so we've got the blues and the flags in here, the stars, little red, white, and blue here. And so just really fun. And the red, and it's like the flags and the stars. And it gets into more flags. And so then it goes into the cream with it. So what I picked for this one is I picked this for our lining. So it has the red, white, and blue stars. I guess I could open a little bit so you can see it a little better. There you go. So there's that fabric for that. And then I picked this for our straps and binding, which I just thought was great with it. These kits do come with the zipper for it. They also come with the bozal and the pattern. So it's not just the fabric. You get everything basically you need for making the kits or making the bag. So, all right. So that's those ones. I have one more. You've seen it before though. And this is the one I made for John. And so his bag, I used this fabric for, so this was his lining fabric. And then this was his straps. And it's this charm, so it's really pretty. I did have the bag on. It's been about a month ago because it was, I think, 2 weeks before we left for the cruise. And so, and that might be part of how I missed someone's order. I apologize, but with us leaving for the cruise, I've been gone for 18 days. And so I've been gone. So anyway, this one has these beautiful navies, this really pretty fabric here with the floral, has the shells, it has the circles, the thatched, and I think it has 4 different thatched, kind of a paisley look here. Again, we're in with the shells. So it's just really pretty. Another thatched, the darker, the teal color. So it's got the teals and the kind of minty greens, not mint, that's too strong, but this kind of a seafoam. It's pretty. And then it actually has some of this bright green in there as well. And so just really pretty. And then again, a thatched in these little sea, and then into the cream. So it's really a pretty collection. And so anyway, there's that one. So that's the third one we have today for you if you're interested in the duffel. I know we've shown it a lot, so I didn't want to like come up with a lot of them for you. I feel like I'm repeating a little bit. Today was kind of more of a hello, I'm back. And so Let's see. Did I hit everything? I might have hit everything. Look at me go. Yes. All right. So just so you know, next week, the plan is we're going to go ahead and we'll go over this organizer. We're going to work on, I'm going to show you how to do the open pockets, the big long one, and the divided. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through how to create the zipper pocket. And so we're going to do those things next week. And then the following week, we'll go ahead and we'll put it all together. And so might hit a third week. I'm trying really hard to get it to, because I've been told I go kind of long on my bags. Shocking, right? And so let me see. I see a couple things. You love the webbing for the fabric. You know what? We didn't put that in this time, but Kate might be able to throw it on really fast, but you may have to go back and shop for that. Do you have the webbing, the 1.5 inch? So she's going to add that really quick. So if any of you are wanting to make the bag and you want the webbing, so the original pattern doesn't do the straps this way. The original pattern is fabric that you fold in and then you fold it again and stitched on either side. And so if you do like the webbing and you want to add that, she's going to go ahead and add that to our product list right now. Let's see. Oh, you're buffering. Oh no. So, all right. And it looks like Ruth Ann's going to do something. Should we get the strapping in there?
Yeah, with cotton webbing, 1.5 inch.
Okay, perfect. I think we have someone from Costa Rica on here. Well, hello in Costa Rica, Doris. My goodness. Thanks, Marilyn. I try. All right. All right. Well, you know what? I won't race through it. I'll take my time. They can just tell me otherwise if they want. Gloria's really happy with me right now, so I think we're safe. So anyway, well, definitely that strapping is in there now. So if you're wanting to do that, go ahead and get that. I've shown it before, but I can certainly, when we do, I can show it again if you would like. So. All right, everyone. Well, I'm so glad to be back. So glad all of you came on with me today. And I look forward to seeing you next week. All right. Bye-bye.